Have you noticed the water really stinking in the morning when you start your shower? I have, and it got me concerned, so I did a little research. I'm going to set your mind at ease and tell you a few things that you might be able to do to mitigate the problem. My name's George Grant Burch. I'm a realtor and residential lifestyle consultant in Houston, Texas. And this morning, my water smelled like rotten eggs. So I did a little research to find out exactly what's happening, and here's what I learned. In the process of sanitizing water for the public water system, cities and municipalities add chlorine, obviously, to the water to kill microbes and other germs that may be in the water. Well, when certain microbes are present in the water, when they're killed, they create a compound called geosmin. Most of Houston's water comes from the San Jacinto River, Lake Conroe and Lake Houston, or the Trinity River, Lake Livingston. Lakes this time of year often have algae blooms, especially with as little water, or as little rain as we've had lately, and as hot as the sun has been. Algae blooms on those water sources can cause a source of microbes that are then addressed with chlorine in the water system, which creates these compounds in the water. So they're naturally occurring compounds. I did a little research on that too, because of course the city's website says it's perfectly safe. So I wanted to make sure. So I did a little research and I'm convinced they are perfectly safe. So there's a reason why it smells like dirt or like beets or like mushrooms, because beets and mushrooms and spinach and fish all have those compounds in them. Foods that we eat every day get their odor and flavor from these compounds. So they are perfectly natural compounds. They are not dangerous to humans, and we eat them all the time. So I'm not concerned about that. The other reason that it can be so disconcerting for us is because humans can detect that fragrance, that odor, in concentrations as small as 5 parts per trillion. That's very little of that compound actually in the water. I notice it mostly when I turn the shower on, and I think that's when most of us notice it for a couple of reasons. A, that's warm water. It's being sprayed and atomized into tiny little droplets that we smell and taste and can sense. I don't notice it so much in a glass of water. The only other place that I really notice it is sometimes in towels. When I've done laundry and it's been smelly for a while, the laundry, after I use the towel a couple of times, I start to smell a little bit of that smell in the towel. Algae blooms are a seasonal event. They come, they go. There's not really a way for the city to stop them, prevent them. And fortunately, there's not really a way to neutralize the odor in the water supply. The two compounds are neutralized by acid. So what can you do in your home to help with the situation? Well, if taste is the issue, you can try adding lemon juice or a lemon slice to water, or you can just drink bottled water, which is what I tend to do. Filters are not real effective at getting it out of the water. The taste just goes right through it because it's not really particles. It's a diluted chemical in the water. It's not going to filter out. Acid can neutralize it, but again, the city can't put acid into the water supply. So if you want to drink the water and it tastes unpleasant to you, you might try adding lemon juice or something acidic to it. In terms of cooking, I think that if you're cooking anything with much flavor in it, you're probably not going to taste that small amount through the foods anyway. But again, if you're concerned about it, then use bottled water or add a little acid to your foods. I think that's probably why we put acid. Spinach salad, for example, tends to have a tangy tart dressing. Fish, we put lemon on it because it neutralizes those flavors and combines with them and actually tastes good. In terms of showering, bathing, laundry, there's not a lot you can do in the shower. Luckily, I have noticed that I don't smell it after the shower has run for a few minutes, so maybe you just run the water a little bit longer before you get in. And in terms of laundry, you may try using a laundry sanitizer product, laundry softener at the end of the cycle to help with the fragrance and help kind of mask the fragrance. But if you're smelling rotten egg water in your water when you turn your shower on in the morning, don't be alarmed. It's perfectly safe. It's perfectly natural. If this kind of content is interesting to you, think about subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.